y'all, it's neceydixon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. So, you guys, usually I just like to review the episodes and that's it. You can go get your pop culture somewhere else. But I actually ran across a piece of information that I think is super relevant to tonight's episode. There was an article on B. Scott, I believe. I'll post it right here so you can read it. And y'all tell me what Monique is saying as of October 2020. Mind y'all, this fight was 1 year ago. And we have seen Monique basically be non-remorseful from last year with her tweets all the way up to as far as last week when she was on Watch What Happens Live. So now we're seeing this article and she's saying that she does feel some sort of remorse. And guess what? That she feels foolish. If y'all would have had a shot every time I called Monique a fool in this series review, we would all be on the floor not being able to get back up, because I have called Monique a fool every episode. Like, I just don't understand. So y'all comment below. Y'all know I like to end the video with 2 or 3 questions, but before we even get into it, I'm going to start it off with question number 1. Y'all see the article right here. What are you thinking about Monique? Is it too little too late? Is it not enough for y'all? Or do y'all think that, you know, it doesn't matter as long as her remorse came? Y'all know what I think. I think it's a little bit too late. I think she's starting to see herself play out on TV and it's not looking good. But tonight, we're going to get into Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5, Episode 11. Let's get into it. So, first thing I want to call out is we have lots of interesting groups tonight. We're seeing people who we don't usually see paired together. First, we have Karen reaching out to Giselle and Ashley and asking them to come home to Woodland Farms, which is where she's from. Wait, I forgot to mention that Ashley talked about hiding a tracker up Michael's butt. Ashley, why do you keep baiting us with this Michael is gay theory? Why does the tracker have to be up his butt? Why couldn't it be anywhere else? Why couldn't you put the tracker in his car? I don't know. And I kind of have like a sigh of relief, because this is the stuff that I like to see in the season. And I kind of just wanted to take a break from Monique and Candice. Y'all, I don't even think we're halfway through the season, or maybe we're right at the halfway point, but I am about to be tired talking about Monique and Candice and having that be the main storyline. So I will say it's super refreshing to see Karen inviting the ladies, Giselle and Ashley, home with her. Then on the other side of things, we have Candice and Robin, which is an odd pairing, because I could have swore Robin cannot stand Candice. I think she just called her annoying the other day. That was a pretty odd pairing, but you know, nosy boots, messy boots Robin was gonna make her way over there. First, we have Robin delivering information about the meetup at Karen's house to Candice. And whenever she tells Candice that Monique has no remorse, Candice just starts crying. So, my thoughts there. Robin, you're messy. We already know that. And Candice, I told all y'all, I think Monique is more wrong in this situation. However, between the two of them, I cannot with this beaten and battered woman PTSD from Candice. It's just like, it's a bit much, okay? I understand that she's hurt. She should be hurt. That was her friend. But I can't. Then y'all want to take legal action. It's a lot. Anyway, Candice and Robin both discussed their disappointment, and Candice and Robin both discussed their disappointment in Karen unable to pick sides. So that's one thing they talk about. Funny thing to me was whenever Robin got over there, she thought that the night was going to be all about Candice and Monique, but Candice wiped them tears and she said, "Girl, I heard you owe $90,000 in taxes." I hate hearing this storyline with Robin. Like, that's kind of been your stepping stone for the show, and what everybody has known your history to be is to have financial issues. And y'all came out of that, but now y'all are back to it again with $90,000 in taxes. Bravo is too funny, because y'all pulled those receipts on Robin. And it's funny how the tables turn. Just 2 years ago, Robin was telling Karen that there's no way that she messed up on her taxes. And now that's the same excuse that Robin has given us on the show, is that she was trying to be her own accountant and forgot about some income. All right, girl, whatever. When you make that much money, go ahead and get an accountant. So we'll see where that goes. This is going to mess up their process of getting a house. So we'll see. Then back on the farm, we have Karen showing the girls a good time, introducing them to her family. And it's really cute to see whenever Karen was a young girl, she had her black hair. Ashley wore these pink boots. I definitely thought it was Giselle walking up because I have never seen anything like so gaudy and loud from Ashley. That has Giselle's name written all over it. So she's showing them some fun time, introducing them to the country. And then we get a call from our girl, Monique. Monique calls Ashley on the phone, double, triple, quadruple, sextuple, octuple, druple down on having no remorse. She said if it wasn't me, it would have been somebody else. So then again, I'm like, Monique, quit trying to act like you did somebody a favor. And I know, Team Monique, that's y'all's main case and argument is that Candice is annoying. But like I said last video, if we are basing it on this season alone and what we have seen on TV, there is no reasoning for her to do Candice like that, okay? I'm being unbiased. I'm telling y'all, Monique is dead wrong. Monique is a fool. However, I told you 5 minutes ago, I'm tired of the beaten and battered role from Candice. Both of y'all are annoying. Both of y'all are foolish. Monique more so, but y'all, quit. At this point in time, Monique, just be unseen and unheard. Rest. Be a mom. Go into mom mode. So that gets the ladies talking, Karen, Giselle, and Ashley, about what has happened. And Karen admits, yeah, I did tell Candice, if you feel so strongly, then you should press charges. Ashley feels like that's not something that Karen should have said. Karen makes sure, like, hey, I'll make sure Monique knows I said this. AKA, don't go tell Monique I said this trying to be messy because I can tell her myself. And then she tells the girls, I am done with the situation. All I want is a resolution. And at this point, I think that Karen has felt this way the whole time. That all she wanted was a resolution, but she had to especially say that she was done now because she's not giving the ladies an opportunity to twist her words and make it seem like she's choosing one side over the other. Then we have Wendy. Y'all, I like Wendy, but I'm just kind of like, I'm already worn out. Kind of like with the Candace and Chris wedding, have been talking about it since we met her. I'm worn out talking about Wendy and her jobs. Ugh. I'm tired of talking about Wendy and her jobs. Wendy is great. Wendy is great on paper. We don't need to talk about it this whole show. Give us more dimension, you know? All right, y'all. So next we have Tatiana. We got Robin in disguise, hiding from the IRS and trying to do whatever she can to make sure that Juan is not pissed with her this time. They're in the restaurant and he lets her know. It's kind of funny because he says, like, that's on you, like the whole tax situation. And then later on she says, thank you for being so understanding. And he says, yeah, I've been through it. But what's funny is if y'all have been watching prior seasons, y'all know that they have been through it because of Robin. So I think that Juan is holding back how he really feels on camera. He's just being a good almost husband to Robin. And yeah, that's good to see. Then we get Karen back in Surrey County, Virginia. And she thinks that she is the Beyonce of the town. Miss Giselle and Ashley thought that they were going to ride in the convertible down the homecoming parade with her. And Karen was like, no, y'all can wait for me in that tent. This is my show. I am Beyonce and you are Kelly and Michelle. It's nice to see where Karen has come from and where she is now. And I think that's like where all this extraness came from. You can take it two ways. You can take it like, okay, Karen, you are doing the most. Or you can think about how Karen, like Giselle said, has married well and started her own business and she's doing well for her life. One thing I do want to talk about here is Ashley pointed out that Ray is of a different demographic than Karen. And when she said that, I was like, girl, what demographic is Michael a part of? But I don't know if she meant it in a shady way or not. It was just real funny she said that. Then she starts talking about her and Michael and saying that she has a different mindset. So we'll see. One thing I really want to know is, did she ever have Michael contractually sign that post-nuptial agreement? Or was it just a conversation? Because I told y'all, I think she was trying to play us. All right, y'all. So I am confusion. Monique shows remorse this episode. I am so confused. I know that these series of events, it's just like, okay. So immediately after the fight and all the way until the women are in Surrey, Virginia, we get Monique saying that she doesn't feel bad. And then if it wasn't her, it was someone else. And all the way up to 2020 last week, Watch What Happens Live, we get Monique saying that she did not feel remorseful. As of this episode, we see that whenever Monique talks to her pastor, she says that Candice didn't deserve that and that she wanted to apologize. So I do know from watching TV that what changed Monique's mind about the way she felt was Candice deciding to press charges. Monique, if you were truly remorseful about it, just be remorseful. I'm just so confused with all this. I'm annoyed with all the playing games, the chess and the checkers, and like you move this, I move that. Everything is just so much behind the scene, and we're not able to break that fourth wall to see what's really going on. So it's just a lot, y'all. Every episode, I'm like telling y'all, I can't wait till we get to the reunion because this will reveal so much. This isn't enough for me, and I still would like to see Candice and Monique have a conversation. So one thing I will say is that Monique's pastor was 100 times better than any of the therapists that I've seen come on any of the Real Housewives shows. I think he did a really good job. Monique starts off the conversation saying that, you know, Candice was very aggressive and Candice was this and that. And I'm like, where? When? She never was. And the pastor does a good job of telling her, well, your friends are a reflection of you, so you need to find out what's going on in here. And then immediately Monique breaks down crying. And she tells us that it wasn't because of Candice. We know that, you know, since the first season, Monique has kind of felt like she didn't really fit in with the it girl crowd because Giselle wanted to make it clear that, you know, this was her posse and that you had to get hazed to get in with the group. And, you know, Monique, as soon as she made that comment about the 5 houses her first season, it was just done for. So I think Monique feels a lot of like anxiety around the ladies that way because they're not her true friends. Think about how often she has to film with them. And also knowing what the ladies are plotting behind the scene. Now, you guys, I sound like I am Team Monique. Don't get it twisted. I am not. Monique is dead wrong. She's too wishy-washy. But I'm only reviewing what I saw in tonight's episode, y'all. One other thing that we need to talk about, huge. Candice talks to her mom and they decide that they're going to press charges. You know, honestly, I think that Candice is doing the right thing. I'm going to say this. I think that Candice is doing the right thing. If somebody snatched my wig by the follicles, I would be pressing charges too. Being that she decided to walk away from Monique 2 or 3 times, and every single time she saw Monique wanted some sort of confrontation. So I do think Candice is doing the right thing. However, it doesn't sit right with me knowing that they were friends. Like, why do we have to bring it to the law? Update, a lot of y'all let me know in my last video that as of 2020, Candice and Monique dropped the charges on each other. So, you know, I don't even know what to look forward to, y'all. But I do think that, you know, Bravo did a good job with this episode, giving us a little bit of a break from that fight and not so much just talking about Monique and Candice the entire time. We got Karen in the country. We got Robin, you know, going undercover, hiding from the IRS. We got Candice and her mom petting dogs. Candice looking for an emotional support animal. So yeah, y'all. 2 questions below. Y'all tell me, what do y'all think about Candice pressing charges? Just go ahead and comment below. Tell me what you think. If you disagree with what I'm saying, comment below. Let me know. But I will let y'all know if y'all enjoy my videos. Be sure to give it a thumbs up because the haters will give it a thumbs down. So make sure y'all give me a thumbs up. Y'all are commenting and subscribing. And I will see y'all in my next video. Thanks. Bye. 48 hurt. 48 hurt. 48 hurt.